Good afternoon. This is our Dalhousie Springs setup. We've been down. We have had a swim already and had the dead skin eaten by the little fish that are in the spring. Beautiful temperature, beautiful temperature. It was a little bit cold when you got out, cool breeze. But yeah, quite a big pond. Other campers have left their pool noodles there, so we were able to use those. But yeah, it's been a bit of a rough ride in. But we're here now and we can relax. And yeah, from all reports, doesn't sound like leaving here tomorrow and heading to Mount Dare is going to be much fun either. So, but never mind. Ian's on cooking duties tonight. Garfish, I think, crumbed garfish is the menu. So we'll give you a little bit of a look around Dalhousie. We've got the toilet facilities, shower facilities there. So yeah, it's nice to have toilet and shower. And sun is going down. And down there further, you might be able to see where all the people are coming from. Quite a few campers have pulled in here now. That's where the spring is, so we'll wander down there. A little bit of a walk from the camping area, but there we go. As I said, plenty of pool noodles. There you go. Quite a big spring. And there's some little native fish in there that sort of have a little bit of a nibble at your dead skin. There's a bit of information there. And apparently the main spring flows at a rate of 160 litres per second at a hot 43-degree temperature. So that's coming out of the main spring, but ordinarily the water is between 34 and 38. So, but yeah, there's apparently quite a few. There you go, 80 holes called Mound Springs, and the water comes up from the Great Artesian Basin. But yeah, this is the main pool here. So yeah, quite good. You can see the water down the back there. Quite enjoyable. We've had to do a bit of a repair job today. We've got got a puncture. That's what we pulled out of there. Tech screw. Don't know where we picked that up. But all fixed. Well, the packing up process has begun and is almost completed. Pete's been down for a swim this morning. My tyre is holding some pressure.
Yes. Oh, it looks like a tyre.
Ian thinks that's Ian's excited about that. So we'll be checking it throughout the day, and we'll see how we go. Anyway, we are just about ready to move on. Well, we are currently now about 20 clicks out of Mount Dare, and this is the country that we're having to contend with this morning. Road, there was reports the road wasn't real flash, or they was making it. They were making it sound like it was worse than what we experienced yesterday, based on what some of the other campers there at Dalhousie said. But I wouldn't say it's any worse than yesterday. It's had its moments, but it's had some good moments too, some real flat stuff and smooth stuff. But yeah, today it's probably on par with what we had yesterday. But yeah, we've been through a few creek beds, and now we're just back to nothing again. Alright, we'll see you at Mount Dare. We have made it to the Mount Dare Hotel, the iconic Mount Dare Hotel. Seen a lot of this in magazines I've read. Well, wouldn't say read, looked at the pictures anyway. But yeah, we've made it through. Bit of a rough and ready ride this morning on our way here. We have arrived at Mount Dare. We've ordered a couple of coffees. Alright, well, coming over this grid here, probably a couple of clicks just out of Mount Dare, and the sign says, "Welcome to the Northern Territory." Been an interesting drive since Mount Dare. Just coming there through a bit of a creek, dry creek. We've had some open plains. The road's been pretty good actually. Can't complain at all. The odd cattle grazing, so got some scrub here at the moment, but yeah, we've had some real open plains as well. Well, we've made it to the geographical centre of Australia. So this has been sort of mapped out from 250 odd high places, high water marks or high water levels in or highest points in Australia to give this bearing, and it's called Lamberts Centre, named in honour of Bruce Lambert, who was the director of Australia's Division of National Mapping in 1951 through to 1977. So there's your fun fact. And well, the other fun fact is the flag pole reflects the top of Parliament House in Canberra. You might recognise that. So we've got one other lot of campers, or maybe two other campers here. One down the back there, written in the visitors book. And looks like it'll be good camping tonight. At least we can have a fire after not being able to have one last night, so that'll be good. There we go, standing in the middle of Australia. How about that? Yeah, well, one thing, the flies are definitely out in force this afternoon. Just thought I'd show you a few wildflowers that have popped up. I think they have had some rain out this way. It looks quite pretty with the yellow and white flowers. This is camp for the night. We've got the, can't see it from here, but the flagpole is through there somewhere, hidden by the trees. And we're all set up here. And we've got the fire pit in the middle. Trying to catch some solar before the sun goes down. Good morning. We have packed up this morning. We've hit the road already. We're leaving Lamberts, geographical centre of Australia. Just a little bit reminiscent of a little desert coming into this place with the sandy track. But we're off to Chambers Pillar today. 250 clicks apparently, so we'll see you there. So we are back at Fink, which is an Aboriginal community here, and we're doing a left-hand turn to go through to Chambers Pillar. So we've just pulled up here to have a bit of a leg stretch. And I think this was once the siding for the old Gann railway. But obviously they've moved the track. But looks like you can get fuel here. Someone's been a bit ingenious, inventive here with the cans and plastics. But you got the big water storage facility there as well. This is what the track looks like from Fink through to Alice. Not bad actually. actually. I don't mind. It's relatively smooth, not heavily corrugated. And we are following the desert racetrack as well. It's sort of out to the left there, and it does sort of cross over at various times. And you can see the markers that are counting down how far it is to Alice, or the end of the race anyway. We've made a bit of a stop at Engadina Ruins, and I thought I'd just wander over here to show you. There's the Fink Desert Racetrack that is following the road. So that way is back to Fink, and then that way is towards Alice. So looked like it would be pretty challenging. So yeah, Engadina, one of the old Gan rail sidings there. So yeah, it actually says there, the rail siding born out of World War II necessity. Massive increase in military traffic on the single track old Gan line created a need for more passing loops. It was the base for maintenance, gang number 22. And these are their cottages dating back to 1920s. So yeah, there we go. I'm not sure whether you can make out the workers there. But yeah, so little cottages. Come down the road a little bit further. This is Bunduma siding, and Pete is just checking the water level. So we've come from down there. The track, the desert race track, is along there somewhere, probably on the other side of the sand hill. Although actually it could be, just having a look, it could be over there as well. So, and there's a bit of a sea container. We're heading up the road. Not too far to go now. You wouldn't read about it. Who do you meet on Wednesday in the middle of bloody nowhere? This one's for Scotty, if he watches my videos. There we go. One hump. Don't know if he's got any mates out here, but there you go. Middle of nowhere. Camel. We are on our way to Chambers Pillar, and it's out there in the distance. It's a single sort of little thin stack, if you can make it out. We've just come up this very steep incline, dropped it into low range to get up that, and apparently we're going to go down here at some point as well. But we'll chuff up there, and that's where we've sort of come from, down there. Well, we've entered the Chambers Pillar Historical Reserve now, and we're heading down that way, and hopefully not too much further, and then we can set up camp here for a couple of nights.